There's no reason to hold anything secret or hold back on things that happened 70 years ago. The United States, for a long time now, has been fighting against and making it so that there was no actual teeth to this biological weapons convention. And if you're a bad actor, you can do whatever you want. The CIA in 2010, 60th anniversary of the beginning of the Korean War, decided to declassify hundreds of different communications intelligence reports and other materials that it had in its archives. These were very highly top secret documents, and I found approximately 24 that referenced the use of biological warfare. What finally struck my eye was the declassification of reports that referenced radio intercepts that were decoded by cryptanalysts working for the United States Army. There were numerous instances which I've since taken those documents and published them online for people to read. Military unit reports to its commander, we've been attacked by, bacteriological weapons. We need DDT to help us kill the insects we're infected. And, our supply chain is all screwed up because we can't move because of biological weapons attack. This was real evidence that, in fact, the attacks were taking place and the evidence was taken in real time. I found when I was researching about the Korean War, more than one instance in which, there were admissions made that they were hiding biological weapons research behind so-called defensive biological weapons. There's no reason to hold anything secret or hold back on things that happened 70 years ago. Release everything from the Korean War, release everything from the Vietnam War period, that's held by all those countries. Japan in particular has probably been the worst. And they're in a state of denial over their use of biological weapons in their Unit 731. And the United States is almost as bad. I mean, they certainly deny that they use the weaponry, and for many years helped cover up, their alliance with the Japanese biological warfare unit. But there are a number of people who are concerned that the Biological Weapons Convention is being violated by the United States and possibly by other countries as well. And the secrecy that goes into these, labs, the destruction of the documents in the Ukraine labs, by the way, which are taken away or either they were removed or destroyed. Who knows? No one can read them now because they're not there. In fact, everyone who's ever looked very deeply or even a little bit into the biological weapons program of the United States and other countries recognizes that there's an extremely thin line between what's done for defensive purposes, such as surveillance of biological pathogens out in the world, and actually using those for offensive purposes. We can't know what we can't see, but we do know that the United States has been fighting against, the United States, for a long time now, has been fighting against and making it so that there was no actual teeth to this biological weapons convention. There's no verification mechanisms. There's no punishment mechanisms if somebody's in violation. It's really kind of an honor system. And if you're a bad actor, you can do whatever you want. Obviously, these were criminal uses, whether we're talking about the use of nuclear weapons against Japan at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, or the use of biological weapons against, Korea, China, Cuba, East Germany, etc., that the United States has been accused of. The chemical weapons used as well, they're all terrible weapons. Nuclear weapons, of course, are the most dangerous because they can end life as we know it on this planet. The other weapons are terrible also and need to be under, but they're the ones that I would be most concerned with, even though the bulk of my work is about pointing up the crimes around biological warfare. But all of them are dangerous. The United States has shown a dangerous propensity to use these weapons, and it's very frightening. And I think many people in the world are scared today that they'll do it again.